Hello there, this is Suzette and I'm redefining my 60s on my own terms. Listen, if you're taking prescription medications, but you feel like you're getting worse instead of getting better, you might be right. And that's the reason why I wanted to devote this episode to really sharing with you what I've decided. And I decided it back in my 40s and 50s, but I've really become very committed and making it a part of my lifestyle. And that is coordinated care. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I mean no longer going to the doctor? Do I mean no longer getting prescription meds? I'm not going to say that because I am not a medical professional. I am not your doctor. I don't know your history. I don't know the severity of your chronic issues. So before you make any changes, as a disclaimer, I say talk with your doctor first. I just want to offer you maybe another alternative or something else to consider if you're not satisfied with your current health care, with your current doctor, with your current prescription medicine regimen. I want you to consider naturopathic, alternative, holistic options. That's something I decided years ago. And now I'm even more devoted and more committed to it than ever because I'm starting to see results. Results that has taken time, but I feel I'm healthier than I have ever been in my adult life. I have a circle of support. I have a naturopathic doctor. I have a chiropractor. I have a medical doctor. And I have also incorporated into my circle of wellness nutrition and movement, fitness, movement. One of the things I've found is that my sedentary lifestyle was making movement more and more difficult the older that I got. I started having problems with my knees. I started having problems with my pelvic area. I started having problems with headaches. And I've noticed if I sit for several days, slowly but surely, these things come back up. So I know that movement has to be a significant part of my lifestyle. Okay? Another significant part of my lifestyle is my naturopathic doctor. She has been a miracle worker. Because of my circle of support, I am sitting here at 64 years old, about to turn 65, and I'm not on any opioids. I'm not on any prescription medications, and I am not in severe pain. I'm not taking Tylenol or ibuprofen on the regular. I'm going to tell you a short story that really let me know that I needed something more than Western medicine if I wanted to have a vital, energetic, pain-free life. It was when I started having some real severe stomach problems. I'm going to tell you what precipitated it. I used to have severe menstrual cramps. And I went to my OBGYN, a female doctor at the time. And it was years ago. It was back in the 1990s, as a matter of fact. And she prescribed naproxen. Some people call it naproxen. And it's spelled Naproxen. I'll put that in the description so that you can research it for yourself. It's a heavy duty pain reliever. It said at the time, take with food or with milk. I did that. I never took it without food or milk, but still, I developed some very severe gastric issues. Went to the doctor, was told that I had GERD, and I was told that I had gastritis, and after a while, I developed acid reflux. Now, these were the triplets that seemed to just continue to be a part of my stomach journey. Either it was gastritis, GERD, acid reflux, right? And I was put on some pretty heavy prescription medications and some over-the-counter ones. Every time I go to the doctor, they prescribe something different. Protonics was one thing, Nexium, Zantac 150, Prilosec, Pepcid, Prevacin. I took Malox, just about everything that's known to treat stomach issues that's out there was prescribed for me by a physician, or I was told to pick some up over the counter from my local pharmacy. Now, I'm not going to say that they didn't seem to work in the beginning. They did, and when I thought I was cured, I was like, yes, swore by it, told friends, get you some Nexium. I mean, I just thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. But just as sure as I'm sitting in this chair talking to you, the symptoms would come back, and with a severity that was mind-boggling to me. Like, what happened? Like, what's going on, right? And so I'd go back to the doctor, they prescribed something else. After a while, I had a light bulb moment. I realized that I wasn't resolving my issues. I was only suppressing the issue, and then when it would come back with a fuller force. I wasn't getting better. My symptoms were getting worse, and it got to the point I felt darned if I ate and darned if I didn't eat. I would have severe problems regardless. And I happened to stumble on a book I had purchased some years back, but I had never really read, and it was called Healing by Design. I'll also put that in the description. Because even though there have been great strides in medicine since that book was written, the chapter on stomach issues was a game changer for me. Because what I was diagnosed as having, I found that the only thing that was going on with me was I was dehydrated. Yes, friends, I was dehydrated. And you might say, well, didn't you drink water? Yeah, I was drinking tap water. I drank filtered water. But I found that water was not sufficient to hydrate my body properly. And so what he suggested was getting bottled water that was filtered through a process called reverse osmosis. And so I got that kind of water, and as prescribed, it said to drink it for several weeks, remove sugar out of your diet to test and see what's really going on, right? And so that's what I did. And I want you to know that was in the 1990s, early 2000s. But can I tell you, I have never had that same issue again since finding out that the key for me was to be properly hydrated and to drink purified water. Now, sure, keeping purified water, reverse osmosis, for some people might be very expensive. But to me, it's an investment in my wholeness, in my liveliness, in my health, in a way that's saving me a whole lot of money on expensive medication. So hey, it's a no-brainer for me. I'd rather pay money to purchase bottles of water than to pay money to go to the doctors and be prescribed heavy-duty prescription medications that don't work. But that was when I realized that if I wanted to get down to the root cause of what was causing my body distress and dis-ease, I would have to lean less toward Western medicine and lean more into alternative medicine. I have a coordinated circle of care, that's what I call it. I have a naturopathic doctor, a chiropractor. I still go to my Western doctor. I have a primary care doctor. I still go to a regular doctor. I sure do. Because one of the things that I feel like Western medicine excels at is in ruling out things. We have wonderful tests and tools to rule out whether surgery is needed, right? But what I'm saying is prescription medications, for me, I have found, is not a sufficient way of treating chronic issues. It's not a way of keeping my body well. I have found more sustained success in the alternative holistic medicine option. So my circle of care consists of all of these people, and I have been very vigilant and very consistent in following through on their recommendations. Is it an instantaneous thing? No. But I found that consistency is the key. Consistency has been the key. Well, I'm about to run out of some time, but I really wanted to talk with you about it. Prescription medication or choosing alternative medicine options. For me, it's a no-brainer. The alternative medicine options have kept me more whole, more well, and have been more in alignment with the kind of life I want to live, the quality of life I want to live, and the way I want to feel. So if any of this has been helpful to you, please put it in the comments below. If there are certain things that you have found that are helpful to you, maybe leaning back on some herbal remedies or so forth that were passed down to you through generations, please share it with the community of subscribers who listen to me on the regular. Somebody's going to read the comments and it's going to be the very thing they've been looking for. So in the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you more in my next episode. Bye.